I'm Jeremy. 9 years ago, I was involved in a life-altering car accident. As a result of sustaining severe burns to my lower legs, both legs had to be amputated from above the knee. Everything is slower, everything is harder. I used to look at it as I lived a certain life where I thought I had my own, problems, and everybody does. But then this accident happened, and 6 weeks later I woke up to a very cold, very painful world. At home there's a lot of incentive, I guess, for me to stay in the wheelchair. And now we're starting to realize, 9 years down the road, that the level of activity that I thought I was getting is not enough. I've recently been diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. I've also recently been diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. So a lot of things are needing to change. I'm now at a point where I need to increase my level of activity. The sea legs that I have, I've reached a point where I've plateaued. I do a lot of public speaking. I do just a lot of walking in the community as it is, and I see the impact that that has on people. They find themselves, for whatever reason, inspired and tell me on a regular basis. But I've gotten to a certain point, and I'm not getting any further beyond that right now. I can inspire people more and show the world more what people can do, people with disabilities can do, with the right level of assistive technology. About a month ago, my prosthetist and I spoke about a pair of legs called the Power Knee. They're actually robotic, so they will take over walking for me once I get them moving, which should, in theory, save a lot of energy and restore a level of activity that I thought I would never have again. Good morning, sir.
How you doing, brother?
A lot of Jeremy's, limitations function-wise has been some of the endurance, type of activity. Because as a bilateral above the amputee, they're using more energy than just an able-bodied person. You're using so much more. With it being a trial, to me that was just something that I wanted really for him to experience. Because you hear about this new technology, and you don't really know until you try it.
There we go. What'd I do?
So we can have them side by side. Get that arranged.
Gotcha.
And it'll do a connection.
Can you do that again?
Alright, one down.
It's on, I think it's straight.
You load first, and then shift your knees forward about that far while you're loading, almost as if you're sitting in the chair and you're like, I just want to scoot forward.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Are you prepared for that?
That was cool. For the first time in almost 9 years, I was able to stand up without having to use my arms. Other than to push myself forward a little bit, they took over, and it was almost like standing with a natural knee. I guess the big thing is I'm not exhausted, and by now with my other legs, I'd be having a hard time breathing. I would be completely drenched in sweat. At this point, it is something that I want to do in regards to reaching that next level of activity, reaching a level of independence that I had already given up on.
Where am I going? Anywhere you want.
I'm starting to see the doors open up to things that I didn't think I'd be able to do again.